Hello student, this is Rosmita Padinge. Today my discussing topic is graph traversing. So in my last topic I have already told about the graph terminologies and graph representation in memory. So today I want to discuss the traversing techniques of graph. So we are having two kinds of graph traversal technique. One is DFS, another one is BFS. DFS means depth first search, which uses the stack, or it can be also called as implementation of stack or application of stack. Second one is BFS, that is breadth first search, and it is the implementation of queue, or in other words we can say this is the application of queue. For both of the techniques, the important thing is the adjacency list. Adjacency list must be created before the execution of the BFS and DFS. So in the linked list representation of the graph, I have told the how to create the adjacency list from a graph. Okay, if you have not remembered, just I am recalling the concept again. So whenever we are having the graph and we have to construct the adjacency list, at that time the table contains two parts. One column is nodes, another column is adjacent nodes. Nodes means put all the vertices of the graph like A, B, C, D, E. You may put in any sequence. Then find out its adjacent nodes, means from A how many edges started or initiated. From A to B, A to C, A to D. So means B, C, D are adjacent to A. Then from B's only one edge has initiated, that is B to C. So B's adjacent is C. But see, whenever I'll go for the C node, no edges had started from the C. It means C has no adjacent nodes. For D, find out there are two edges. One is DC, DE, which have initiated from D. That's why C and E are the adjacent nodes of D. Then for E, only one edge, so that's why C is the adjacent to E. Clear? Then remember, in both of the techniques, two things you have to remember. First thing, the adjacency list. Second thing, the states of nodes. It means here we are having three states. Okay, one is your ready state. Here I can say one is your ready state, another one is waiting state, another one is processed state. During the algorithm, I will explain how to change the states of a nodes. Okay. For the timing, you remember, according to the algorithm, as I have already told, first of all, we will implement in example, then we will go for the algorithm. Okay. So, first step is always in the BFS or DFS, put all the vertices into the ready state. Means they are ready to process. That's why keep all the nodes in the ready state. That is my first step. Second step is, so here again another concept I want to say here, whether I am going for BFS or DFS, just process is same. See, in DFS you have to use the stack, in BFS you have to use the queue. Clear? So this example, for the first time I will go for the LIFO technique. It means here I want to use the stack concept. Clear? It means this is nothing but the DFS algorithm, depth first search algorithm. The same thing you have to implement for the same example but by using queue. That will be termed as BFS. Okay. So in both the algorithms, process is same. The first step of both the algorithm is put all the vertices into the ready state. Then second step says that choose a particular node from where you will start the traversing operation. Okay. Always whenever I am choosing a node, you have to see here who is not having any in degree, that you have to find out. See, every node is having some in degree. B's in degree is 1, C's in degree is 3, E's in degree is 1, D's in degree is 1, whereas A's in degree is 0. That's why I will choose my node as a. Sometimes it may happen that in a algorithm, in a graph, there may be no nodes whose in degree is 0. At that time, you can choose any of the node. Okay, because our ultimate aim is all the nodes must be traversed. Clear? So always you find that type of node whose in degree is 0. So in this example, A's in degree is 0. So my chosen node is A. Then Second step says that whenever you have chosen a node, you have to push into the stack. Push into the stack. Whenever you have pushed into the stack, its state will be changed to the waiting. It means you are having 3 states: ready, waiting, processed. When you will say it is a waiting, if it is available in the stack. When you will say this is a processed state, when you have already popped from the stack. If no operations has been done, then that is the ready state. So this is the important note you have to remember. No operation, ready, entered into the stack, waiting, popped from the stack, processed. So repeatedly we are going to do the same steps. See, so here second step says choose node is A, then push into the stack. You can see here I have drawn a stack where I have entered A. So whenever I have entered A is in the stack, so its state will be waiting. So no nodes up to now I have popped, so processed is nothing. But a ready state contains another 4. And remember, one node can have only one state at a time. Means whenever I have changed the state of A to waiting, it can't be again available in the ready state. Clear? Next, third step means here loop will start, means repetition will start. So repetition will continue until the stack is empty. Clear? When stack will be empty, the loop will be false. Clear? So here first thing, as it is a loop concept, loop's first step is pop a value from the stack. So popped value is A because only one value is there in the stack. So popped value is A. Then processed state will be A, because previously I have said popped one value means its state will be processed. So popped one value is A, so its state will be changed to processed, means it must not be available again in waiting as well as in ready state. Then within the loop concept, repeatedly 2 things you have to do. One is pop a value, then find out its adjacent node, okay, and then next step I will see. So first is popped value is A, its state is changed, then find out its adjacent node. Adjacent nodes are B, C, D. You can find out from the adjacency list. See, adjacent nodes of A is B, C, D. Again, you find who are in the ready state. That adjacent nodes you have to push into the stack. As all are in ready state, push all the nodes into the stack. So see, already I have popped the A. Next, I have inserted 3 values P, C, D. So in ready state, who is available now? A is in processed state. Stack contains these 3. So that's why this 3 state will be waiting, and remaining is only E. That is the ready state. Clear? Concept is clear? So within loop, in every step we have to do 3 things. One is pop value, another one is find out the adjacent nodes, third is find out who are in the ready state. If they are in ready state, then push them into the stack, and then automatically their state will be changed to waiting. Clear? So these are the repetition tasks you have to do repeatedly. Now see, fourth step, we are having the reference that graph and adjacency list. Okay, basing upon this one, we will go for the next step. Fourth step says, again this is a repetition, means again pop. Pop means which value I will pop. See, B, C, D I have entered. So last value is D. Clear? Then as D has been popped, its state will be changed to processed. So previously processed state contained by A, then now I have entered the D. Then find out the adjacency of D. Adjacent nodes of D is C and E. From C and E, you just find out who are in the ready state. See, in ready state previously we are having only one node, that is my E. Ready state is only E, whereas C state is waiting. So here C I will not enter into the stack. So only I will push the E value into the stack, because E is only present on the ready state. Clear? So now as I have already entered into the stack that E, now ready state becomes empty. It means there are no values in the ready state. But what are the values in waiting state? You don't have to check. You just find out what are the values are there in the stack. According to that, you just put here. See, B, C, E. Put in the same sequence. And processed elements are A and D. Ready state has no value. Now, step 5 means again pop. What is the next value? See, previously we are having B, C, E. So, as we are following the stack means LIFO principle. So, last value we have to pop. That is my E. See, last value is E. Just I have deleted here. Then, as I have deleted, you have to enter into the processed state. So, previously A, D was there. Now, you are entering E. Find out the adjacent nodes of E. See the adjacency list. E's adjacent node is C. Now check whether C is in the ready state. No. See, C state is waiting previously. So here C is not in the ready state. So there will not be any push operation. Nothing. So ready state becomes empty and waiting means check in the stack who are available. That is B and C. You just put here. Waiting processed states are A. So now the processed elements are A, D, E. Next, start the sixth step. Sixth step is again pop a value from the stack, that is your C. So as it has been popped, again you add into the processed state. Previously A, D, E was there. Now you insert the C and then find out the adjacent node of C. You can see in the adjacency list C has no adjacent nodes, so no push operation here. Then the ready state is empty. Then waiting means you just check in the stack, only one is available, so B. Okay, processed state is A, D, E, C. Next, come to the step number 7. Again you pop. What is the popped value? Only one value is there in the stack, that is your B. Add B into the processed state. So sequence is A, D, E, C, B. Find out adjacent nodes of B. B is, you can see in the adjacency list, B's adjacent node is C. But whether C is available in the ready state? No. So I can't enter into the stack. So there will be no push operation. So ready state is empty. Waiting state is empty because no elements are available in the stack. Processed state contains all the elements, or I can say all the vertices of the graph. It means all are processed. See here, it may not be same for all the students A, D, E, C, B. Why I am saying? Whenever we are taking the adjacent nodes B, C, D, you may put in any sequence D, C, B or C, D, B in any sequence. So according to that, the sequence will be changed. But our ultimate aim is all the nodes must be processed during this BFS or DFS technique. Then step number 8 is stack empty, so stop the process. Clear? Then these are the two questions I am giving to you. You just try yourself, means find out the adjacency list, and then by the help of these three states, ready state, waiting state, processed state, put the BFS technique and DFS technique, and anywhere if you are having any problem, then call me. See, BFS means what you have to do, only changes is same thing, just instead of LIFO process you have to use the FIFO process, means first in first out, and that is the help of queue. Clear? Already you know the stack and queue concept. So the same concept, one is the application of stack, one is the application of queue. Then how can you remember which one is BFS, which one is DFS? Remember, your topic is DS, means data structure. So you can combine it as a DFS and which uses the stack. So obviously remaining is BFS and remaining is queue. So DFS is the application of stack, BFS is the application of queue. Just you thorough the concept and then try yourself to solve this problem. And anywhere if you are feeling any difficulty, then free to call me. Thank you.